YouTube. Today,
Get out of the way.
Today we're drinking Head Stash on pints. It's brewed with fresh Simcoe hops.
That's true.
Always a W. Northwest IPA. Nick said he's learning to hate them. Is full-bodied, resinous, and piney. That's what we like.
Oh yeah.
Citrus flavors of orange and grapefruit mingle with a light malt sweetness. Inhale deeply to experience the bolt. I don't know why you inhale. I don't think you should inhale beer. I think you should probably just drink it.
In fact, I have inhaled beer and it's not fun.
It's not great.
Yeah.
Inhale deeply to experience the bold, dank aroma of this year's crop.
Ooh. Crop dust?
Yep.
Ooh.
6.6%, 69. Nice. IBUs. From Everybody Brewing.
Who's everybody?
I think we've had an Everybody recently. I can't remember now.
Oh, that's not bad.
I don't know why they call it Head Stash.
I don't even know what that means.
And his head is just a hop.
Yeah. Head stash. Like a stash in your head? Stash of hops in your head?
I don't know.
Head stash.
Because I just think mustache.
Oh, right. That's what I think too, yeah.
But like, why is his head an entire mustache? Like, then I would just call that a beard.
Or Chewbacca.
Like, head beard fresh hop IPA.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I think at this point, yeah, you'll far surpassed just having a mustache. And your beard has overgrown your entire face.
So what did we drink recently? Oh, they have the Cryo IPA. I like the Cryo. I've had the Country Boy IPA. I don't think you've had it.
Nope.
You probably had the Cryo.
What does the Cryo look like?
It's white and gold.
Oh, yep, I have had that one.
That at my parents.
Yep, had that. That wasn't bad. It was a little boring. It wasn't bad. Just kind of.
It's fine.
Yeah, just I don't know. There's nothing special, I guess. Is all I mean. Like
I like it.
I would have rated it. Given my remembrance, I would have rated it like a hard B. But you know, that's just.
I like it. I would give it like a B plus, A minus. I think it's good.
It's been a while. Sorry, just had to tickle my throat.
Oh
yeah.
It's probably like stained in there, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely, it is. Yeah.
Stained in the back of your throat.
Yeah, that's true.
Dude, I
don't know what you're doing.
I'm just a little thrown off.
Okay. Are you still thrown off by a head stash?
No.
Okay.
I'm just thrown off by Everybody's Brewing. I feel like
like there's something else.
Something else we did recently.
The Cryo stuck out. I was like, oh yeah. I'm good with that.
Maybe,
that made the connection for me.
Maybe that's just what like my mind is on about. I don't know.
Could be. Okay.
Regardless, back to the beer.
Feel a better resolution there though. That was the case. I don't know. Yeah, no, beer's pretty good. Especially for like a fresh hop. I think this is like a nice. It's a nice balance for like a fresh hop IPA of being like lighter, refreshing, but also like have a good hoppy profile, good amount of bitterness going on. It's not too sweet.
I wouldn't call it a Northwest IPA necessarily.
No, I don't think I would either. Honestly, this tastes like a Midwest IPA.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
Because certainly,
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice and light, and like as far as the overall taste goes, the body's pretty medium, but like the overall taste pretty light and refreshing. Got some orange notes in there. It's fun. It's playful.
I don't think I agree with piney.
It's a little too smooth and or resinous. I think a little too smooth for it.
Yeah. I think going back and forth between dirt and earth right now.
Yeah.
But then it also has like some lighter floral notes going too.
I think like when I think resin, piney, I tend to think like your brain should go into that herbal category, and this
Yeah.
doesn't really go there for me.
When we broke down herbals category before, and I already forgot. It was herbal,
It was on the last
vegetal,
podcast.
I won't watch it, but
Floral, vegetal, and earthy.
Okay.
So I think
yeah.
it's kind of the range there.
I think that makes most sense. I think this is more on the floral side.
I would agree.
Not so earthy. Yeah, earthy is very more deep. It's a little
And I
lighter.
think you'd have like a much drier bitterness.
Yeah.
And this is definitely like on that like citrusy, playful bitterness side.
Yep, 100%. Water. It's nice. It's pretty good. We need to keep talking about this, but honestly, like right off the bat, like especially for like a fresh hop too, like
I think this does play. So I think if you watch our last week's pints, we talk about a beer that's overly fresh hopped, at least we assume.
Yeah.
And doesn't really get the full like bodied experience of an IPA.
and early hop varietals at that too.
And early hop varietals. I think this achieves the body and expectation of an IPA.
Yeah.
I think it does. I think it's still like I would bet they just used fresh Simcoe in this and didn't dry hop or cryo Simcoe or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I think if you added like, especially cryo, because it definitely has that like dank aroma and resiny,
very resiny, juicy
thing to it. So I think when you stay purely in fresh hop, you end up like, especially when you get later in the season, like early in the season, you get like earthy, watery, weird thing, and then later in the season, you get a lot more of those floral notes. I think.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because even contrasting like the one we just had last week, and with the Yakima Valley, which is like the epitome of a fresh hop that we shit on. No, they definitely are in the same realm. They're definitely two totally different beers, but like they're in the same realm where it's like it's lighter, it's watery, and then it's almost like too earthy. Like I don't know.
So this one I think nails the mark closer to an IPA. I think it still has room to improve.
Yeah, totally.
Especially in those lower tones, like those earthy notes and the piney, resiny things. I think if that were developed, this would really kid it into that next level IPA. But
and hear me out too. I think really to push it to that realm, I think you might just be asking for an additional or swapping out a varietal. I think the balance of their recipe is pretty solid
only
here.
says Simcoe.
Only Simcoe.
That's what it says.
Sure.
It only says Simcoe, so...
And even if they do only use Simcoe, I would tend to agree with what you kind of said earlier where, like, there's fresh hops, but like they probably used some like normal dried out hops as well in this. I don't think this is, or even pellets. Like I would venture to say this isn't only fresh hops. I would guess.
See that? No, that's
You
where
disagree?
I think they only did. I think it's just later in the season, and it's hoppier.
I guess that makes sense
I think
too.
that's why it's so on the floral end.
Yeah.
And why, like I described, the taste is very light. It's missing those deeper tones.
So maybe that's what you do then, right? Maybe you add some pellets of like mosaic. Not a lot, just like enough to give you a little bit more of a deeper base.
Yeah.
I think that could be really good.
I don't know.
But I mean, if this is a case where this is just Simcoe, and especially if this is just fresh hop Simcoe, like that's fantastic.
Contrasting to last week, though,
That's for sure.
I would buy this.
Oh yeah, no, I totally would too.
Last week we were like,
Yeah,
probably you don't need to.
yeah.
This is a good one to drink. It's a fun fresh hop to drink.
The only thing that sucks is or the only thing. And I say the only thing, I mean actually there's two things. Fresh hop beers typically at least $1 or $2 more than normal.
True.
And then also 16-ounce cans are for some reason typically, not always, but typically a little bit more expensive. Which I just don't get because the ounceage that you're purchasing is the same as a 6-pack of 12 ounces. And I would rather have a 6-pack of 12 ounces than a 4-pack of 16 ounces because
It's actually not the same, but yeah. You have more in the 612s. 72 versus 64.
Yeah, that's true. But either way, I'm
still,
always going to drink a beer.
And I'm saying,
You know what I mean?
these are still more expensive, even though you get less beer.
Right. Yes.
And then to your point, I actually disagree. I prefer 60-ounce beers, but I think most people are like you because they are colder and they're easier to drink.
Yes. Yeah. So that's always nice too. 16 ounces aren't too terribly bad, but like when you go to Buffalo Wild Wings or Red Robin and they give you the 22 ounces, I'm like, I don't want that.
Oh, I do.
I just they're cheaper for some reason. They're cheaper than a normal beer, but I don't want that because my last half of beer is like warm as fuck. And I guess if you're going for that B-dub experience, that you get what you get.
I mean, a big old 33-ounce Stein.
That's totally different.
That's goals.
That's the experience. That's totally different.
The 64-ounce boot.
That's totally different. I don't want just a fucking tall Pilsner glass of 22-ounce beer. Like, that's fucking stupid.
I mean, when was the last time you went to B-dubs?
Not probably. Sooner than you.
Yeah.
It's been a while, but sooner than you.
Rating.
I'm going to go B+. I think adding one more varietal in here. I think it's, don't get me wrong, because I always, we talk about Revolution's Hero Series. Like, I like showcasing a varietal. I think that's really cool. That's really fun. Gives you the experience and just to like showcase that varietal, so you know exactly like when you look at other beers and you're like, oh, that has Simcoe. Like, oh, I kind of got an idea of like where that's going to fit then within the beer and what kind of flavors that I might be able to pick out of that beer. But to make this beer a little bit more well-rounded, I think, yeah, you add like some pellets of Mosaic or maybe Amarillo, just something to thicken up the body a little bit and add like a little bit more of a zing to it. Not to detract from the nice fresh hop thing they got going on here, but just to add a little something extra. That would definitely put it in that A category for me.
Some Cryo New Zealand hops, get it real juicy.
I would fuck with that. I would fuck with that.
I'm probably I'm teetering between a B and a B+.
Okay.
So the hard part that I have is, are there beers that I would rather drink than this that aren't fresh hop? That's probably yes.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a yes.
The hard part, and this is why I'm teetering, is like I can't get this specific taste, that floral citrus note that comes with being a fresh hop. Like it is very specific.
Mm-hmm.
It's very specific flavor profile.
Yeah.
So it's hard. It's like I wish that there was some better execution during the fresh hop season. Like keep the fresh hops for that flavor profile, but don't disregard all the other stuff that goes into making beer. I don't think they disregarded all that other stuff, but like my point is like I don't want to overvalue that flavor profile because it's so exclusive.
Yeah.
To rate this beer higher than it actually probably is. So yeah, I'd probably B+. I think it's worthwhile to pick up 4-pack, and if you really fucking enjoy it, then good for you.
Totally.
Not gonna shit on you for that. It's a good beer. But yeah.
Yeah, it's almost. I mean, and we say this time and time again. It's like, being a purist was kind of like your downfall here.
Yeah.
Just because it's a fresh hop doesn't mean you can't have other hops in it. So I don't know. I feel that.
Well, let us know what you think. If you've got this beer or what you think about fresh hops in general, do the YouTube stuff. Laters.
Adios.